Hello Virgos, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I would like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out if you like the video, because it truly does help my channel. Now, I've been wondering about direction here. I know I'm needing to move in a new direction. I'm just not fully sure of the direction that I'm needing to go in at this point in time, or what's expected of me, or I've had a few nudges here and there, but nothing concrete. And sometimes it is a case of it just takes longer than what I think it does to fully have the messages that are needed to move forward. But I thought that since we're all Virgos, all placements, everyone, okay, and since we're all Virgos here, maybe some of you or most of you or all of you are in the same boat, just not too sure about direction. So what I want to do is I want to do a pick a card here. We're going to have 3 different piles here. I want you to pick one of those piles, okay? Because that is going to give you the area of your life or the situation that you find yourself in, or an event, something. It's going to be an area of your life that you're going to get guidance in, okay? Then you're going to choose one of these doors here and the group of cards that are with it. That's going to be important messages for you from your future self, so that you can move forward and so that you can kind of have a better idea of how you're supposed to move forward and what direction, okay? Okay, did we do this already? Yes, we did. Okay, so pile 1, 2, 3. Are we going with this one? Okay, we're going to go with this one. So this is Angel Guidance Tarot. This is Light Seers Tarot. And this is Gaia Oracle. Oops, let's go over here. And this is Just Ask Oracle. I don't think I've used this little deck in quite a while. Okay. I feel like I need to let you see what these cards are, okay? And then you choose your pile. So this first pile, oh, you can't really see it. Hang on, guys. Okay, much better. So in this first pile, this is your Just Ask Oracle card, going through a transformation. Pile number 2 is All in Divine Timing. And pile number 3 is Time to Be Honest. Okay, so choose your pile. We are going to start with pile 1, oops, which is going through a transformation, okay? And then you have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Now at the bottom it says brilliant, experienced, and humorous. So this Queen of Swords could be a person in your life that could be a part of what you need guidance or direction on, okay? This would be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, male or female. It's going to be feminine energy, but that can be a masculine person, a male person, okay? She is extremely self-confident. She has boundaries and she sticks to them no matter what. And you don't cross this woman, because if you cross this woman, she will take that sword and she will cut you out of her life like that. She is not the ice queen that she gets known as. This one is just, she knows exactly what she wants. She knows how to get there. If you're part of her solution, you're welcome. But if you're part of a problem, then you're cut out. Okay? If you don't serve a purpose in her life any longer, you're gone. So those of you that are going through a transformation, this could be the transformation that you're going through. It's all about gaining that self-confidence, being self-assured, knowing your boundaries and your worth. Knowing your worth so you can create the boundaries, right? Now, the Light Seers card that you have is the Four of Pentacles. This is someone, okay, holding back. This can represent holding on to something too tightly, but the message I'm getting with this is whoever this is for, you're holding back. Somebody is holding back. It could be your person is holding back. It could be you holding back. It could be that you're holding back financially. You're not spending. So if you're in a financial situation where you don't have a lot of money, there's not a lot of money coming in, and you're kind of stressed and not sure which direction to go now, it could be because you're holding on too tightly to your money. You're holding back. You're spending. Because we have to spend to receive. You have to give to receive. And you have to keep that cycle, that money cycle going in the world, right? So somebody is holding back. Now this is your Gaia Oracle card. Ooh, nice. This is liberation. Breaking free from a negative attachment. That's your transformation. If you're not sure if you're still in the transformation and you're not quite sure what it's about, it's going to bring you the self-confidence needed to know what's right in your life and continue to move in that direction, and what's wrong in your life and move in the opposite direction. Letting go. If this is financial, it's all about, maybe you don't have a lot of money, but even spending $1 here or $1 there is going to help. Giving $1. When you go for groceries and it comes up on the screen, do you want to donate $1 or $2 or $3 to something? If it's coming from your heart, that will be helpful if you give. Okay, it's got to come from your heart. You can't go around giving dollars to everything just because you're thinking it'll bring money in. It's got to come from your heart. You've got to want to do it. And it's going to liberate you. It's going to break you free from a negative attachment that you have that needs to be, you need to get moving on from that, okay? So now I'm going to keep this pile, but over here. Oh, sorry guys. Bottom of the deck of these two decks here is going to be part of the overall energy for all of these. And it's the Five of Wands. This is, what I'm hearing with this is, this has to do with the rat race, Everybody conforming, everybody fighting, everybody climbing, everybody trying to be the best of the best, the cream of the crop, top shelf. But at any minute, those branches, those sticks, whatever you want to call them, they could topple. Because look at them. There's not really anything holding them in place. And whoever's at the top is going down. It's not the way to live. You're being told this is not the way to live. It's not the way to earn more money, if that's what it comes down to for group number one here, if it's about money, okay? It feels to me like it is about finances. Bottom of this deck is the Four of Wands. Prosperity, contentment, and celebration. Yeah, if you want prosperity, if you want the money to come in and you want to be at that place of having exactly what you want and moving forward, you have got to let go of the old way of doing things. Now, guys, my phone needs to be charged, so I'm just plugging it in. Hang on. There we go. So this is not The Five of Wands is not how to be prosperous. Okay, look at these guys. Look what they're doing. They're playing a game. They're having fun. They're not paying attention to their money. They're not paying attention to the typical rat race way of doing things. They're just really enjoying life. They're exploring. They're having fun. They're enjoying. They're living out their inner child's dreams. The way you were as a small child. This is what they're doing. So get back to the very, very, very basics. Okay, and that will help you with your finances, and you will get further guidance here from your future self. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put number 3 over there so I can put this up there. Okay, now make sure you can still see that. There we go. Okay, so now pile number 2, all in divine timing. Okay, you have the High Priestess, intuition, wisdom, and patience. Yep, there is that patience word again. We all fully understand patience. I know we do as Virgos. It's years that I've been patient, and I know it's years for you guys too. But you are gaining the wisdom and the knowledge to move forward. This is one of those times I feel like I talked about earlier where I've been getting nudges, I've been getting ideas have been coming to me, opportunities have been coming to me, messages have been coming to me. I get signs from the universe out in my environment all the time. And in fact, I am going to be uploading shorts. I'm going to be uploading short videos, those 1-2 minute videos. But it's going to be what I see in my environment, the signs that I'm seeing. I'm videotaping them so that I can share them with you. I'm thinking that if it's a sign for me, you will watch the video, and it could be something that's been happening in your life, and you go, oh, that's a sign for me too. Okay, because we are all connected. Anyways, back to this. It feels very much to me like I am being guided in a specific direction. I just don't have all the coordinates yet, if you will. Okay, if that makes sense. And this is how for me anyways, this is how spirit will guide me in my life. I'll get little bits and pieces it can be weeks sometimes, depending on how big the move is or the shift is. But sometimes it's just, every day for a week or two, I'll get little messages, and by the end of the 2 weeks, it's like, oh, I get it now. So I feel like this is you, okay? You've been getting guidance for a while, but it's still not a full picture for you. Now, in your Light Seers card, you have the Devil. This is, the Devil represents your ego. And I don't mean that in a, damn, I'm fine kind of ego. It's the human side of you. It's your thoughts, right? So you are being guided to stay intuitive. Don't let negative thoughts enter your head. Do not allow yourself to be pulled in that negative direction, okay? Just have patience. It's coming. And I know what happens if this is the situation for you where you're getting message after message after message, but nothing is fully making sense yet. You start to second guess yourself. You start to doubt your ability to translate what's coming in, and you're maybe assuming that you're going to miss it, or you have missed it. And then you start to go downhill because you allow your ego to pull you under. Don't do that, okay? All in divine timing. Be patient. It is coming. Your message is coming. You are going to know exactly what it is soon enough. Don't go down this road. This is conforming. This is the human way of living your life. You want to go down this road. Just ignore, have fun. Know that when the universe wants you to have that message full on, you will get a slap upside the head to say, hey, here's your full message. Get it? Don't go here. Okay? And now, Gaia Oracle. Ooh, you have card number 7, I point out, okay? 7 is all about the divine. It's a very, very divinational number. Goddess of creation, transformation, creativity, and wholeness. You are becoming someone extremely special. You're becoming the goddess of creation. This transformation that you're going through here, whatever this is, these messages coming through, this transformation that you're moving through, it's taking you here to the high priestess and the goddess of creation, one in the same. Okay, it's one and the same. So, like I said, do not allow this devil to take you to that negative place, because you will not go anywhere with that, okay? So now we've got time to be honest. And with that, in the Angel Guidance Tarot, you've got the 6 of Cups. Memories, childhood, nostalgia. This is all about daydreaming, the inner child coming through. Remember when you were a little kid, you would sit out in the backyard or front yard, you'd sit on a step, wherever you were. Sometimes I even laid down and just watched the clouds go by and daydream. That's all I did as a kid, was daydream, it feels. I wasn't doing a lot of that up until a little while ago. And now I purposely sit down first thing in the morning and just watch out my living room window and daydream while I watch the clouds go by. You're being asked to be lighthearted and just allow your inner child to come through, but you also want to reflect on a little bit of what took place in the past, okay? I'm not sure why. It's got something to do with honesty. Now, that could be your person that's needing to be honest. Maybe you need to be honest with yourself even, okay? So now with the Gaia Oracle cards, you have apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. Yeah. You know, it's almost like all 3 of these connect at one level or another. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if all 3 of these resonate with all of you that are in here watching this. You are being asked to move out into the world. But to do so, you're going to have to get rid of any doubt and fear that you might have. And I think the doubt and the fear might be around whatever this is, this having to be honest. And maybe it's with a soulmate from the past, because you've got the 6 of Cups here, and that can represent a soulmate. And it's in the past. It's all about nostalgia. So it is something from the past. Hang on a second, everybody. Okay, sorry everyone. I had to... Mr. Grumpy was in a mood. This could be... There was a time in the past where someone was honest with you about something, and that's what's created the apprehension in you moving forward, because now you're doubting and you're fearing. You're doubting what you thought. You're doubting what you think and feel. And, you know, could be a person from the past that wasn't honest with you, and that's what created your apprehension. It's why you didn't move forward. Okay, let's see what your tarot card is. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. So this is something that's been, you know, from the time of the seed being planted, to the roots developing, to it finally turning into a plant and sprouting up through the dirt and becoming a plant, becoming self-sufficient, able to grow without much work on your part. And that's what this feels like to me. Like there's something here that this has been in the works for a while. But maybe it was worked on too hard and in the wrong way. Maybe there was some pushing that took place and it pushed it away. Whatever this experience is, this situation is for you. But the Four of Wands is all about stability, and it can also represent home life. So this could be with someone, you know, a partner that you already have, that you live with, married, just living together, engaged, whatever it is. It could be someone from the past, a soulmate from the past, and you worked really hard on this. And maybe it was your doubt and fear around the relationship. Maybe that's what needed to be worked on. And, you know, maybe that's where you're at now, is working on the ability to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? It's not easy to be vulnerable. Definitely not easy. Okay, now these piles over here, you're going to have to pick one of these or all three, okay? Because they could all resonate with you. But what I want you to do is pick your door. This is door number 1. I was just looking to see if there's an address on here, but I don't think there is. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so this is door number 1. It's beautiful. And this is door number 2. This is beautiful too. In such a different way, but still beautiful. And door number 3. Okay. So here they are again, all together. Pick your door. And then we're going to begin. We will start with door number 1. Okay. This is Sacred Destiny, and you have Stand Still. You're going to be able to see these. They're right there. Okay. There. And your second card is Divine Abundance. Sorry, guys. And you have Acceptance. So this is, keep in mind, these are messages from your future self in regards to whichever situation you find yourself in here, okay? Radical acceptance in the now opens the flow. Okay. And then in the Power of Surrender deck, you have Surrender to Play. That goes very well with number 3 here. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Okay. And then you have Beyond Lemuria. This is your picture on the back of the card or the front of the card. And your message on the other side is, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's get the cards out here. This is Island Time Wellness, and you have Not Today, Not Dealing, Hurt, Avoiding a Conversation, Call, or Person, Boundaries, Still Angry. Now, we talked about boundaries in position 1 here, and we also talked about avoiding and being hurt. Where did we do that? I think it was in number 3, but maybe not. Okay, and Synchronicity Oracle, you have nothing is as it seems. And your door, the back says, trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. And that goes very well with number 2 here, because the card there was all in divine timing. Okay, so let's take a look now. I'm going to read a bit of that from the book for you guys, because I know there's more to this than what meets the eye in the picture, okay? I want you to have all the messages that your future self wants you to have. It says, a swamp is a low-lying area with woody plants, shrubs, and trees where water collects and saturates the ground. During rainy seasons, swamplands become overwhelmed with water. The edge of the swamp is often a quagmire of mud and silt, but an abundance of plants and swamp insects dwell there. Because of the sticky nature of the mud, it's often impossible to walk through swamplands. Even trying to maneuver with a boat can be difficult and treacherous because of the dense vegetation. However, there is great value in swamplands. They act as natural flood control, as runoff can be temporarily stored in their basins. They keep the land around them from washing away. Lush vegetation provides a haven for nesting birds and waterfowl, as well as habitat to mammals such as the beaver. Freshwater swamps near the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers in the Middle East are part of the Fertile Crescent and contributed to the fertility of the land for the earliest humans. The sacred landscape wants you to know this. If it feels that some areas of your life have slowed down or even come to a standstill, you're right. Something is not progressing. Even if it seems that things are flowing, look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. The first step of becoming unstuck is to acknowledge where you are. The soul loves truth. And we've got time to be honest over here. I'm telling you, it's like all 3 of these situations are connected. In life, you can either say, there are no weeds, or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them out. Notice what isn't working in your life, and that would be the Queen of Swords in number 1 over here. And then take slow, steady steps to unblock the barriers. In nature, when one is being sucked into mud, the worst thing to do is struggle. The best thing to do is slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. So that is why I wanted to read it from the book, because for those of you that are struggling, just get to a place of acceptance. Be accepting of where you are and what's taking place around you, okay? Because it is going to change. And what you want to do is have fun. Let your inner child come out. Go exploring, go play games, go dancing, go wherever. Places that make you smile, laugh, forget about your troubles. That's going to help you move forward, okay? Now, your Beyond Lemuria card here, it says, Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. This image captures, I'm going to let you look at it while I read it if I can. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscopic wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the place where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is part of a grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been seeking and glimpse the greater dream. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously right now across multiple dimensions. Interesting. If you're having trouble dealing, if you're having trouble accepting, and you're in a standstill, you're stuck, just don't deal right now. Wait till you get into that mindset where you are able to deal with whatever's going on. If you're still angry or if you're still hurt, just hold off. Be patient, okay? We've got all the way across the board here. We've got going through a transformation, which is very much part of this. We've got all in divine timing, which is very much a part of this, and a time to be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with this person. I'm not in the mood to talk right now. It's going to have to wait. Whatever you have to do to get out of that. And you're being asked by your future self to trust the universe. Your intuition is going to get you there. Your intuition, actually, hold on here. I read this wrong. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Interesting. Have faith and breathe, okay? Have faith and just breathe. Because nothing is as it seems, pile one. Nothing. So that is your advice and guidance from your future self, pile one. Now we're going to clear this out. Pile, thank you, pile one. I love you guys. And if you're not moving on to the next pile or the third pile, I love you guys. I hope it resonated for you. I hope it helps. And I will see you in the next one. Now, we move on to pile 3. Okay. Your first card, which is Sacred Destiny. You have freedom. Divine Abundance. You have grief. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Your Power of Surrender card is Surrender Stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Your Island Time Wellness card is Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Okay. Your Beyond Lemuria card is Crown Chakra, the Unlimited Self. Ooh, that sounds good. And I'll read that when we get to it. Your door, the door that you chose, it says, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now, here. Are you planning on traveling, pile number 2? Or you're being guided by your future self that it's time to travel. Either travel for a move, a physical move, or travel just for fun. Just, get back to that childlike rather than the 3D human self. And your Synchronicity card, oh my goodness, number 222, a great love is headed your way. When I created this deck, I had been seeing a bunch of different numbers regularly. This was one of them, and I asked my guides what they all meant, and whatever they gave me is what I put on the card. So if you're seeing 222 or you start seeing it, what it means to you is a great love is headed your way. Now that could be a great love for yourself, a great love for life, a great love for where you're at, where you live, what you're doing for a living. It just could be all of the above, all combined. All of a sudden you go through a transformation and boom, there you are, super happy, loving life, okay? So now let's take a closer look at these. Freedom. I'm going to read this from the book for you because there's always, 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 always such beautiful messages in this book, this Sacred Destiny book, okay? So freedom. Cliff swallow. The swallow flies free on wind currents and thermals in remarkable aerial maneuvers, igniting the expression as free as a bird. In many cultures, such as that of the ancient Egyptians, the swallow was thought to carry souls to heaven. Early sailors would tattoo themselves with an image of a swallow, so if they drowned, the swallow would carry their soul to the heavens. In poor light, and my phone agrees with that, so does Spirit, that's a sign. In poor light, a cliff swallow looks brownish gray. However, in good lighting, it is a luminous, metallic, dark blue. Cliff swallows traditionally make their nests on vertical cliffs, carefully crafting them out of mud. Although they can nest solitarily, they usually nest in colonies. When one finds a cloud of insects, it alerts the other members of the flock so that all can be nourished. Even though they fly free, their community supports them. The sacred landscape wants you to know this. Express yourself without hesitation. Break free and let your spirit fly. Make choices that increase your freedom. Don't be tied down. Laugh, dance, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Be daring. Cast aside restrictions. Find your wings, and as you do, you'll help others find theirs. You're not here to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You're here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Don't be trapped by convention or the need to please others. Choose life on your terms. Don't accept rules that don't feel right. You can be immensely free and yet still be a part of a loving, supportive community. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. So this part of your life right now, pile number 2, you're being, by your future self, you're being guided to freedom. Freedom from grief, stress, outdated thinking. You're headed for a great love. You really are. I feel like this great love that you're headed for is in every area of your life. Wow. Get ready, because this sounds and looks and feels like something really, really big. Really big. Because whatever grief you have felt up to this point in time, the tears are done. They're over. You're moving forward in a new place. Your heart is melting, has melted. In other words, it's healing. And in some cases, it has already healed, and you are ready for that great love. And that's why you have this card. It's on its way to you because you're ready for it. You've done the work. If you have stress, surrender it. It's really important. Just take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension that you've built up. I've got a meditation channel that I created for you guys too. There's all kinds of different types of guided meditation and just musical meditation too. The link is down below in the description box if you're interested. Now the crown chakra, the unlimited self, it says, this is the card, the picture, by the way. It says the crown chakra is your link to the multidimensionality of your being, the seat of your soul. It gracefully connects you to the heavens. The infinity symbol of limitlessness appears within the unfolding petals and points to your most potent potential. Here, You can delight in the divine strands of light that dance with us when we are aligned with spirit. Wow. Okay, I gotta start. I got distracted here. Here you can delight in the divine strands of light that dance with us when we are aligned with spirit, purpose, and truth. Be present and flow without rigid outcomes. Find more spaces in your life. Find your own way to meditate. Explore the state of flow and be receptive to the intuitive messages you may receive. I always suggest this to my viewers. Meditate in a way that works for you. I just cannot take the time to sit in a chair or lie down on my bed, close my eyes, listen to music, and be there for 20 or 30 minutes, and that's all I'm doing. I don't know, I find it just doesn't work for me. So I sit on my couch in the morning with tea, coffee, whatever I'm drinking, and I just watch. I'm aware. I look out my big picture window in the living room, and I watch the birds. I watch the trees flow in the breeze. I watch the clouds move across the sky. I watch planes go by. I watch flocks, like huge flocks of birds that flow so beautifully and gracefully across the screen of my vision. And I have meditative music playing at that point in time, but my eyes are open. I'm not thinking. I'm just being aware. I'm just watching. And I'll tell you what, I have messages, visual messages that come to me on a daily basis. I also do most days get a message from my future self, my higher self, whatever you want to call it. But you won't be open to any messages if you're feeling stressed, okay? So you've got to get rid of that stress. You're headed, this is, I'm being drawn back here. This is huge. Your crown chakra is your link to the multidimensionality of your being. This is super important for you. You are connecting on such a high level, or it's time for you to connect on a high level. And that's why you're being asked to meditate, to get quiet, to relieve yourself of grief and stress. Move toward the freedom. Let go of the outdated thinking and conditioning and stop playing things round and round and round and over again in your head. Let those go. Begin here. Don't fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now, here. Right? So I feel like you're being guided. If you're not already aware of it, I am. I've definitely been getting messages that I need to travel. But again, it's one of those things where do I go? Where do I really want to go? How do I want to be there? Do I want to go camping? Do I want to stay at a resort? Do I want to stay in a little cabin? Do I want to drive, 10, 12 hours to get there? Or do I want to drive an hour? I just cannot, for some reason, I can't wrap my head around. And I know it seems like such an easy decision to make. But I'm struggling with it for a reason. And I know I'm struggling with it for a reason. I'm just waiting for that reason to come through to me. And it will. It always does. And it will for you too. Okay? And maybe what that travel is all about is that I have a great love headed my way. And maybe the travel is going to be with that great love. And that's why I can't figure out where I'm going, when I'm going. Okay? Because I did actually pick pile 2. This is some great guidance here, Virgo. Okay, we are going to move on to pile 3. I want to thank pile 2 very much for being here. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated with you, pile 2. Those of you that are done and are not moving forward into pile 3, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. So now we're going to put all these together. Put them here. And move into pile 3. This would be your door that you chose if this is your pile. Okay, so your Sacred Destiny card. Oh, it's beautiful. Trust. Isn't that gorgeous? And sorry guys, you can't see that. Your Divine Abundance card is, ooh, Inner Power. Your Power of Surrender card is Surrender to Joy. Oh, that's so beautiful. You guys have great messages here already. Okay. Your Beyond Lemuria card. This is your picture. Your Island Time Wellness card. Ooh, heartbroken. Your door. Draw down the moon. And we will read that when we get to the card. And your Synchronicity Oracle card. Ooh, long-term relationship, pile number 3. Okay, so first card out, Trust. I am going to read this from the book for you because there is always very important messages within it in the book. Let me get a quick drink here. Okay. It says, Desert Vision. The desert seems parched and devoid of life, yet it is to the desert that spiritual sojourners go to gain messages from the Creator. Traditionally, the desert is the place of spiritual cleansing, renewal, and profound healing visions. Just as desert terrains can feed our souls, they also nourish lands thousands of miles away. For example, the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest are a great distance from each other. One is a vast, dry area of sand and scrub, while the other is moist, lush, and green, and yet they are connected. Annually, thousands of tons of nutrient-rich dust from the Sahara crosses continents in the upper atmosphere and deposits vital phosphorus and other minerals to the Amazon, which is needful of those exact nutrients. Isn't that wild? I heard that somewhere else and it kind of blew my mind. The sacred landscape wants you to know this, Virgo. This is a powerful and important card to receive. Even when things seem parched or not fruitful, a deeper energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Meditate. Trust those nudges from the universe. Your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilized for a resplendent future. Have faith and know that there is a higher purpose. Wow. Talk about what I've been thinking and feeling, the nudges, and it's not taking me anywhere yet. Just trust. Like I said earlier, trust, because sometimes those messages start coming through and it's, a small message here, another small message there, and it's a couple of weeks or 3 weeks or a month go by. 2 months have gone by with some of mine before I actually know exactly what I'm supposed to do and the direction I'm supposed to take. So this is no different for you. Your future self is guiding you to meditate and allow the messages to come through because they are trying to guide you. The Inner Power card says, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. You have a path here, pile 3. And it might be the kind of path where it's going to take a little strength and courage for you to get on. It might be a leap of faith that you're having to take. It could be that it might be a lot of work. Work on yourself, work to get yourself ready to move in that direction. If it's a physical move or a change in career or whatever it is for you, whatever the situation is, it could be that it feels so large that it's overwhelming. Take time out to get quiet. Meditate, however feels comfortable for you. Okay? And then surrender to the joy that is coming your way. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. That helps you raise your vibration, and it helps to attract more of the same into your life. Now, your Beyond Lemuria card is this one, like I showed you. And the message on the back says, beyond the mind. The mind moves us through the logistics of life so we can function in the world. However, endless mental chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories, and subconscious programs can keep us in our suffering. Step outside mind-based limitations. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers. Like I said, you're headed for someplace pretty big here, it feels. Okay. The past may be running you and making your mind spin so you cannot see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. What would the situation at hand feel like if you released all fears and worries? Are these concerns even yours? You can screenshot this if you'd like to be able to read it later. Wow, interesting. And now we've got your Island Time Wellness card, Heartbroken. It says deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. And you know, it's interesting that pile number 2 had the grief card. And what else did I? There's something else that, like, I'm seriously, if you haven't watched all 3 of these piles, and you're not watching all 3 of these, you might want to, because I've read them all and they all connect. 1 or 2 cards, 3 cards, there's connections to all of them. This is so crazy. So some of you may be feeling a little lost right now, a little grief-stricken, maybe just a little bit sad. Maybe you're just feeling like, please, I just need some guidance. Can you let me know where I'm headed, because it doesn't feel like I'm moving forward. I'm feeling like I'm not getting it. And that's kind of where I get sometimes. You're not alone. I start to second guess. I start to think, okay, I've missed the main message here because I shouldn't be feeling this way. I've been feeling great for the longest time, and then all of a sudden I get this really down feeling, and there's no reason for it. So it might not even be yours to feel. It could be that it's the energy of someone else and you're sensing it, right? I like to call these times, I heard this from somebody else on the internet, on YouTube, and he calls it a pre-manifestation funk. And I swear to goodness, it's true. Right before you manifest something, especially something really big, the energies around you are changing. You can see it in the wildlife. The birds seem to be going crazy, flying all over the place. They sense the energy quicker than we do. And so brand new energy and a big shift that's coming your way, it's going to feel very different when it comes in for you. And it's going to feel uncomfortable, to say the least. And sometimes that's why we get into those funks, okay? Just know that it's energy. You will move through it. It's going to be fine. You're going to come out the other side, and something absolutely amazing is going to manifest into your life for you. Now in your door your door. You have draw down the moon, and it says, the forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild. Good night. And life is about to get very wild. And they're not tied down to, they live their life free. They're free-spirited. They do what they want when they want. They go where they want. They don't allow themselves to be tied to anything. They live life wildly and free. And that's what you're being guided to do by your future self here. Try to surrender to the joy and just be wild. Because that's what you've got coming back to you. And you've also got a long-term relationship that either has just ended because you've got the heartbroken card here. So for some of you, this long-term relationship has ended. For others of you, something else has caused your heartbreak and you have a new long-term relationship on its way into you, okay? I feel like for most of you, it's about possibly something has come to an end, and it needed to because you've got this coming in. This could be a soulmate. It could be your twin flame coming in. But try to get beyond your mind. Move with your intuition, okay? Allow your future self to get through with the messages. Like you are getting the messages here, but they're trying to get through to you intuitively and bring you, those nudges that you get. And just relax. Know that when the time is right, and if you don't know the whole thing, spirit, universe, your future self, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, they are going to make sure you're aware that this is what you need to do at this point in time, okay? They're not going to let what's meant for you pass you by. And timing-wise, divine timing is a big thing. And I do want to point out that we are all connected, especially by the fact that we have Virgo in our chart. And if you're a sun sign Virgo, we definitely are connected. But I mean, even if it's another placement, we're still connected because I'm reading to the Virgo placement. This is for all Virgo placements, right? We're all connected. And I found that in doing these readings, these ones and all of these, they're all connected one way or another. They all have the same, just like this. This is the overall energy. They all talk about this. Letting go of the conformity, letting go of the 3D way of moving through life based on thought only. Have fun. Allow your intuition to steer you, to guide you, to get through to you. Allow your future self to get to you and let you know what you need to do here so that you can move forward to that future position easier and quicker, right? I feel like I need to get... No? We're done. Okay, we're done. Half of you are probably gone by now anyway. So, okay, we're done. Thank you, Pile 3, so much. I love you guys. I hope it resonated. I hope it helps. And I will see you and everyone else next time.